freedom, oh, freedom, oh, freedom over me. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. Over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my own grave and go home to my Lord and be free.
The Auckland City Mission is a social and health work agency. We provide excellent integrated services to people in Auckland who are in desperate need of our help. People that access our services generally have nowhere to turn, and we're able to offer them a range of different services.
I've been working here about 18 months as a volunteer, and I decided I was living up Orewa Way, and God actually told me to come down here, move down here and live and work at the City Mission. So working as a volunteer, I just love getting alongside the workers, and we can do anything in a day. Things come up like food is delivered, meals are delivered, I have to make meals, find clothes for homeless, bedding. Anything can happen in a day, and you just work through it.
Recently, one of my colleagues told me about a family that came to the mission. They had 3 children, and the wife was pregnant, and they were sleeping in a car. They had nothing, no housing, no food. Within weeks, the mission was able to furnish them with straight away, the mission was able to furnish them with food parcels to make sure they didn't go hungry and provide emergency accommodation for them. Up to 70% of the funds we need to run the mission come from the general public. Without them, we simply wouldn't be able to operate in the way that we do. So, as such, the way that anybody can help the mission is by donating funds, donating goods, donating Christmas presents. It's also by talking about these issues and not being afraid to advocate for people who are in worse situations than they are.
So the distribution centre has 2 main areas of work. The first is the food area, and in this area, which is downstairs in the distribution centre, we receive all the donated food and pack food parcels, both for our own services at the city and in our satellites, and we also provide food to food links, which are 70 food banks throughout the Upper North Island. There are 2 main areas here at the distribution centre. The first is the food area. In this area we receive all of the donated goods, both from individuals and corporates, and use them to pack our own food parcels for services that the mission provides, but also provide food for the food links, which are 70 other food banks throughout the top of the North Island. Then in the other part of the distribution centre upstairs, we receive all of the donated goods and clothing, and we sort these and recycle them both within our new beginning stores throughout Auckland, but also for use for our families receiving our crisis care service.
Up to 70% of the funds we need to run the mission come from the general public. Without them, we simply wouldn't be able to operate in the way that we do. So, as such, the way that anybody can help the mission is by donating funds, donating goods, donating Christmas presents. It's also by talking about these issues and not being afraid to advocate for people who are in worse situations in living.